The Derby favorite's back. Can he turn it around this time? Here's every contender for this year's Preakness Stakes, broken down, ranked, and with my picks. Run around the tight turns of Pimlico. This is the last year before they renovate the track. I'm pretty disappointed Sovereignty's not going to be in the race. That doesn't give us a shot for the Triple Crown, but there's some real interesting new shooters. So let's get into the field, starting with goal-oriented. Originally pointed to the Sir Barton Stakes until Rodriguez decommitted with a foot injury. I like that he's a versatile runner with only 2 starts, and he's shown he can wire fields or pass horses from the back of the pack. He paired his speed figures routing for the first time, and I always like to see that. Next up, Kentucky Derby runner-up Journalism. This colt's going to be stalking the pace, and I think he's going to be coming from kind of far back. In fact, he might have to pass everybody in the race but Sandman to win. His last 3 races across multiple different speed figures have been faster than anything anyone's run in this field so far. The problem is coming off 2 weeks of rest after his longest, most grueling race to date. It's going to be hard for him to run back to those top performances. He might be one of the best 3-year-olds in the country, but with those questions in an 8-5 morning line, I might take a shot against him here. Now let's take a look at American Promise. He'll be pressing the pace like he did in the Derby before packing it up and going home around the half-mile pole. Might be a good thing though. Lucas trained him pretty hard coming into that race, and it couldn't have taken much out of him. After setting the track record at the Virginia Derby, he bounced to a 58 buyer, but I think this horse might come back, and I'll probably use him if I'm playing a try or a super. Next up, we got Heart of Honor. This one's a wild card coming from the Middle East and likes to sit mid-pack. He lost by a nose to Japanese contingent and Kentucky Derby runner Admire Daytona in a game effort last out at the UAE Derby. It's a little scary that the horse that he beat didn't do any running in the Derby, and shipping overseas isn't easy. I like that he ran 1 mile and 3/16 in his last 2, setting him up great for this race, but I won't be using him on my ticket. Local favorite Pay Billy, the Federico Tessio Stakes winner, will be another one pressing the pace in this race. At 20-1 morning line will be a longer shot in this one. But he does have 7 starts since his last layoff and has improved in every one, but with a top buyer of 85, I think the waters might be a little too deep here. I'm going to use others instead. Don't sleep on the Pletcher horse River Temps. He pressed a fast pace in the Bluegrass last out, finishing 3rd behind East Avenue and Burnham Square. He had the points for the Derby, but opted to skip it. With distance concern and Pletcher never winning the Preakness, I'm sure he's doing everything he can to put him in the right spot. It'll be his 5th lifetime start and has competitive buyers with a 95 top and a 94 last out. With a step forward, a win's not out of the question, and I'm definitely using this one underneath on my tickets. Kentucky Derby fan favorite Sandman is feeling good and ready to run, but the closer's going to need some pace help. Didn't look like he took to the ground very well, running an 87 buyer in the Kentucky Derby after a 99 in the Arkansas. He's cutting back from 1.25 miles, and I think this might hurt him more than it'll help. He's going to take a lot of money, and I'm going to try to beat him here, but he's one to use underneath in the exotics. This speedy horse is my favorite of the new shooters. He's a front runner and he's never passed a horse in his life, but he hasn't had to in his last 2 starts, wiring them both. It's his 3rd race as a 3-year-old and his 4th lifetime. He's already beat Baffert's Gaming last out, who came back to finish 3rd in the Pat Day Mile. His top buyer of 101 is 2nd behind Journalism in this field, and coming out of American Pharoah and having a .90 dosage is a great sign that he'll handle the distance. With Rodriguez out, and there's no need to lead type horse, he can take it, slow down the pace, and kick away and wire him. He's my top pick, with great value at 5-1 morning line. I'll also box him in an exacta with Journalism if the price is right. The Lexington, which traditionally has been used as a Preakness prep rather than a Kentucky Derby points race, brings us Gossker. This is another horse that likes to press the lead and should be forwardly placed Saturday. Like Pay Billy and Heart of Honor, he'll have to improve, but being that he's lightly raced and it's his 3rd off a layoff, I feel he has the best chance to do that. I like this horse. I bet him at 4-1 in the Lexington, but I don't think I'm going to use him here in this spot. That's the field. Now let's get into my pick, starting with my number 1 pick, Clever Again. He's lightly raced, he's improving every start, and I think he's going to have a pace advantage in this race. My number 2 pick is Journalism. He's definitely the class of the field. His last 3 races probably would win here, and he's run well on a short rest. I'm not playing a long shot here. I think it might be too tough, but if you got to have one, I'd give you Gossker. At 20-1, he's got plenty of room for improvement. He's coming off paired buyers, which is a great sign, and he's got a bullet working last, so I'd look at Gossker. Who do you got to win this year's Preakness? As always, like and subscribe. It really helps us fellow horse players out, and I'll see you at the track.